Hello, welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy. I'm Gabriela Espinosa, and I'll be taking us through a psychic surgery shamanic treatment for the next 20 minutes. It's most beneficial if you can lay down while receiving the session, and if you can close your eyes and get as comfortable as possible, that would be ideal. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of shamanic operations through my perception and my vocalization of the inner energetic grid. We're opened in ways which allow these technologies to come through into our physical reality and enact change on your behalf. So just allow your mind to relax into the words and phrases that I'm going to be speaking, and try not to focus too much on trying to interpret them or apply them. Just relax and receive and let the words flow through you, if they resonate. And if they don't resonate, it's probably not meant for you and at this time, and that's okay too. So just wanted to put that in there. And if you fall asleep, that's great. So it's quite helpful if you can replay the session often, to deepen the healing effects and take it further. And if you find the session helpful, please share it with your friends, family, and give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe and the little bell so you'll be notified about new sessions. So today's session is a shamanic treatment for the removal and deletion of the pattern of waiting. Waiting. So this phenomenon is so insidious that we don't even realize that we're holding ourselves back, we're holding our breath, or in a holding pattern, where we erroneously, unconsciously believe that we require some external condition to change in order for us to give ourselves the permission to take charge or take some action, or to move forward on something that we've wanted for a long time, and to engage and explore what it means to find our happiness. So before listening to this session, in your mind's eye, connect with any area in your life where you may be waiting for something before you feel you can pursue your goals, aspirations, dreams, desires. And bring this to the forefront of your awareness while you're receiving the alchemy treatment. So now go ahead and lay down, relax, close your eyes, get comfortable, get your blankie, kitties or doggies if they want to participate, and begin taking a few deep, very slow breaths. And really feeling into your breath, feeling it in your body. And in your mind's eye, go ahead and visualize or perceive what that feels like for the breath to move through your body, your physical body. Notice where you're feeling any sensation or no sensation, and bring your consciousness there and your breath there simultaneously, bringing life force and vitality to every part of your body. And allow this body breath awareness to continue as we go through our session. Great. So we're going to begin by connecting with our divine physical and non-physical intelligence to align completely with our own core essence. Aligning with the fundamental and essential aspects of ourselves, aligning with the earth, the sun, the moon, with our own Mother, Father, God self, with our own inherent creator self, and our right placement in the universe. The purest healing source within us is our own deepest aspect. We agree to serve as our own healing agent and to serve from and as our own ultimate inner counsel, the all that I am. We now invoke, welcome, and receive our beloved Mother and Father God to exact their loving, divine, blessed grace directly into our healing proceedings today. So we're going to begin by removing expectancy remorse programming. Removing, deleting, demolishing expectancy remorse programming. This is the expectation that any serious endeavors and pursuits that we engage in, that we take charge in, will produce remorse or unwanted results, punishment, shame, etc. Healing the discrepancy between timelines that comes along with this, or that is produced by this. So we are demolishing the programming of the expectation that any serious action or endeavors or investment in action or a plan or a new course of action will result in unwanted results, remorse, punishment, shame, embarrassment, you name it, etc. Let's clear shock parameters. Clearing shock parameters. Initiating the invitation to engage fully, wholeheartedly. With great results. With wonderful expectations and faith in a wonderful outcome. Restoring that faith. And we want to clear past history where we got tripped up or misaligned or thrown off course by this remorse expectancy programming. Great. Healing the discrepancy between the timelines. All right. Mistaken associations between pleasure and suffering, blowback, damages, failure, overstepping, which causes overloading and overwhelm. I don't quite understand that one, but it wanted a healing, so we're going to give it healing. Healing the discrepancy between, mistaken associations between pleasure and suffering, blowback, damages, failure, overstepping, which causes, therefore, overloading and overwhelm. Okay, I see a little bit more into this. And this is almost like a punishment, almost. It can be interpreted as a punishment. See, you took a chance on this, and now here's the consequences, and this is your punishment. It kind of, there's a whole lot more to it, but that's just the way that I'm seeing into this. And there's many other applications too, so I don't want to limit it. So we're just going to spend a little time with that. Great, and just kind of, I'm just kind of visualizing right now all that just kind of melting away and coming off, sloughing off completely, kind of like with a power washer, and you clean the sidewalks or you clean the house and the outside of the house, and everything's pristine and glowy and glittery again, luminescent, brilliant. And we want to bring in the alchemy declaration that there will be no negative ramifications from going for what we want or what gives us pleasure, what is inspiring, what we desire. There's not going to be any blowback. So bringing this alchemy declaration online into each of our systems. Power washer is still going. Redirecting our current faith threshold to accurate expression of reality invitation. So we're implementing a redirect of our current faith threshold to accurately reflect. So it has to grow, expand in order to accurately reflect our true expression of the reality invitation. This goes many ways. Like it can be our invitation for reality to meet us at this wonderful place, this wonderful way of manifestation, or it can be us answering the call, the invitation that spirit, God, universe, our higher God self is sending to us. And even more that my mere mortal human brain can't even fathom. Upgrading and redirecting our current faith threshold to accurate expression of reality invitation. Great. Charting a correct course. So the correct course for charting our life. Aligning with this through and through. And bringing it home into our center. All right, interests reclaim. So we're doing a reclaiming of our interests, that which lights us up, that which inspires us, that which grabs our heart and heart attention. Recognizing the realistic view of our internal life and inviting it to soulfully engage. No more waiting. Next healing point, removal of externally imposed false causality and hesitancy to live big. Untethering from these and stamping them out in every part of our being. So the removal, the extrication of externally imposed false causality and hesitancy to live. So these are false programs, false propaganda, false narratives, false storylines. Those that elicit an unconscious response in us of hesitancy to live, to fully live. We're stamping that out, untethering from these and stamping them out from every part of our being. Removal of the energetic signal of false external authority. Removal of the energetic signal of false external authority. So we're removing, releasing that component within ourselves, within our beings, that automatically comply, that go unconscious and then comply with these false external authorities. They could be people, organizations, family, and enhancing recognition of our own internal and our own higher authority. Great. So releasing voices within that say, Who am I to receive what I desire? Those inner voices that are constantly throwing doubt and putting water on our fire, raining on our parade. Releasing these internal voices that may be our own and they may not be our own. They may be from those external sources or from our own ancestral hardwiring or entrainment programming. Regardless of their point of origin, we are releasing those inner voices, releasing programming of an external savior, an external authority, an external parental figure projection, and releasing the programming of waiting for that external construct to give you what you most desire, and or permission to pursue and claim and receive what you most desire. I'm going to do some clapping, clearing on that. It's going to be a little loud. Yeah, that one we are throwing out the garbage. And a lot of these are not of our own making. I can go on and on about that, but we're just going to clear. Removing the notions that having what I desire is wrong and I am bad for even wanting it. Let's clap and clear that one. Great. I want to clear the psychic gates. Okay, let's clear psychic entrainment models with that. Again, not of your own making. You did not create this. There's a lot of programming out there. Great, and we want to clear emotional tethering, solar plexus tethering, and we want to create a clear pathway towards our highest, most beneficial, most loving timeline for ourselves. Great, another statement, we're going to remove, release, extract. I don't deserve to go for what I want. It's not within my rights, and it's impossible anyway. So why even bother wanting it or trying or shooting for it? Great, so we're putting that in for annihilation. Deleting these from their source of origin and recovering our purest essence from those points. Removing the posturing of waiting, holding on, holding back, chronic deferring of joy, abundance, and fun. And on the flip side, we are claiming our joy, abundance, and fun in every moment. So removing, deleting, extracting the posturing and the energetic entrainment structures that, how do you say, push for that posturing of waiting, holding on, holding back, and chronic deferring. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I'll face my fear tomorrow. My fear of being happy. I'll face that tomorrow. No, do it now. And be happy while you're facing the fear or whatever. Having what you want while you're doing your inner work. It's not either or, it's and. Great. Removing the wounds of being told no as a child in school or at home. So removing the wounds, the devastation, the squashing of our childhood enthusiasm by being told no. Now, that's a healthy thing too, but there's also this side effect that happens. So removing hidden shame barriers, limits, undeservingness, confines from unknown interdimensional sources, entities, ancestral lines, and even more sources. And I don't know how, but somehow those two go together. Right. So of course, with the child, healthy boundaries, healthy limits, and a big yes to life. It's like, oh no, don't put your hand on the stove. But hey, let's practice our cooking together, or let's bake cookies together, or, big yes to the fun stuff. All right, recovering our full liberated spirit with no limits to our happiness and abundant living. Great. Once again, fear of living a joyful life. That's surprising. Great. So we're clearing on that. I've got my pendulum clearing. Clearing on the fear of living a joyful, fully liberated, spirited, no limits, no holds bar, happiness, abundant life. Great. So we're honoring, going back to the childhood, honoring the past establishing of healthy limits, but also demolishing any and all walls that we took in and cut off our abundance. Releasing the false expectation of our own recklessness and demise as a result of opening to what's next for us. So releasing this false storyline that, we can expect recklessness, that we can't handle being open and receptive and going for that which brings us joy, that which is our excitement. It'll ruin us, those kinds of inner storylines. We're doing a massive demolition on that, and really, really allow yourself to let these go, to have these removed for you. So relaxing into the process and just letting these things be removed. Demolishing and extracting the hidden presumption that we can't handle ourselves when full abundance comes to us. And we're deleting the shutting down of our receiving. So there are so many entities, agencies, external peoples and organizations and agents that would have you believe, well, you can't handle having abundance, so we're going to handle it for you. We're going to take over your power and decisions for you. No more. And those entities, agencies, agents, persons, people are really going for it right now, trying to take even more of our sovereignty, our power, our choices. And we're going to keep our eyes wide open and hold on to and keep our sovereignty and stay open to receiving the abundance that Spirit is bringing to us. That is our divine right. Great. I want to clear checking out of ourselves, checking out of our consciousness, checking out of our awareness. This is how they get in. This is how they do their, mind tricks. Keeping our eyes open, keeping our ears open, our heart open. And when something feels off, not going to sleep, waking up and going, oh no, I'm not going to allow that. Great. We want to optimize our knowing, our belief that we have the power to say no. And we are well within our right to say no to something that's not in our best, highest good. Great. So performing soul level operations and extractions on detrimental implantations that would have us wait and wait and continue to wait. Meanwhile, we're missing out on the good stuff. Great. So we're bringing in relief. Deleting programs, designs, manipulations, usury, malicious malware, programs that attempt to convince us to stop reaching for our satisfactions, fulfillments, and happiness. Let's clear fear of being destitute. This waiting, it's almost like a unconsciously enforced state of paralysis. Grace, we're just doing a massive demolition on that. Deleting our normalcy bias, our cognitive dissonance that keeps us tethered. To the programming of waiting to be allowed to grow, expand, and build a better life. There is no allowing. We allow ourselves. We make the choice ourselves, really waking this component up for all of us. We allow ourselves to expand, grow, build a better life, envision and go get and create a better life. Lifting bonds, chains, externally and internally imposed limits. Lifting those up and out and away, throwing them in the garbage, letting them go down the toilet, out to the dump. Great, really connecting in with the root chakra right now. Root base area of our being. That includes our feet, the soles of our feet, going down deep into Mother Earth. Mother Earth, our strongest ally. For living our truest and best life. Opening the field and the perceptual acuity to see life's greater picture of beauty, grace, compassion, wonder, and awe. No matter what is playing out in our life currently, no matter what thoughts or emotions are up in our awareness at the time, we are opening the field and our perceptual acuity to see life's greater picture of beauty, grace, love, compassion, kindness, fellowship, wonder, and awe. expanding our perception to see beyond current limitations and shattering them with ease and immediacy. Oh, wow, that's a pattern. That's a program. I can drop that. Oh, that's another pattern. I'm going to drop that right now. Really quickening our engagement with our own field and kicking out and dropping instantaneously those programs of limitations, shattering them with ease in the moment, and spotting them with ease and immediately, so they don't even have a second, a nanosecond, to hijack our systems. Arranging greater depth of our soul, spirit, access, incorporation, physical incorporation. Elevation, rekindling of faith. More room to design, grow, expand, and allow. Celebration and restoring the childhood, the childlike enthusiasm. It's still in there. We still got it. Restoring our childlike enthusiasm, full throttle exuberance, and trust that good things come to us always. We're now bringing our session to a close. Thank you so much for tuning into Pure Soul Alchemy. If you found this session helpful, please share it with your friends and family. Click the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell so that you can be alerted about new sessions. And then also it helps the algorithm so that more people can find this session. I highly recommend that you play the session often, repeatedly. You can go to my website, puresoulalchemy.com, and download the audio, the MP3. And anyway, this will take the healing even deeper. And then, if you download the MP3, it'll make it more accessible for you and easier. So if you'd like to learn more, please visit www.puresoulalchemy.com. And that's it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.